Tesla, I'm going to call that the stock of the day in an otherwise up market. Now it's down 11 bucks, 3.5% almost, $312 per share. They're staying public, but boy, do they have trouble. In fact, joining us now, a critic of Elon Musk and Tesla generally. That's Jeremy Owens, Market Watch technology editor. I've said on this program this morning that Musk really cannot survive as the overall CEO in charge of everything. I think he's going to be pushed aside. Chief Operating Officer coming in. What do you say?
Well, I think it needs to happen, but until they get somebody else who can run that company, the board has really no other option. Elon Musk has set up this company so that really only he can run it. It's put together with bubblegum, and he has to be there to make sure he can get the Model 3 production to be sustainable and repeatable. And so I think the board is just looking to have him in there, get that done before the SEC hammer comes down on him, and he needs to go. And that's really the only option they have at this point, because if they tried to put anybody else in there, there would be such a huge gap between when they got back up to speed.
Okay. I've got another one for you. Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey. Now, he's going to testify on Capitol Hill on silencing conservatives in social media. What do you think comes out of those hearings?
If anything has been proven from congressional hearings into tech so far, absolutely nothing. They continue to have tech executives from Silicon Valley come up there, and they grandstand and they yell at them, and then nothing happens. Congress seems unwilling to regulate these big tech companies. And so they'll continue to have them out there so that they can yell and scream and show that they're not approving of what they're doing, and then go on to the next thing. I mean, last week we had FireEye show that there is an Iranian group using social networks to try to affect our 2018 elections. And that's a much bigger deal than if Twitter is silencing conservatives when they've actually been the loosest in terms of rules for what people say on their platform.
Do you think America's come to terms with the power that the people who run social networks really have? The Zuckerbergs of this world, the Jack Dorseys of this world, they really decide a lot of our political input. What we see, what we're allowed to read, is dictated by a couple of guys. I'm not sure we've come to terms with that.
I don't think we have, and you were talking about Tesla being a, corporate governance in the board, and I think that's a problem that everybody in America needs to wake up and see, that we're setting up these companies so that one person really does have a lot of power, especially in the case of Facebook and Tesla, where they own so much of the company, and the board is their friends and buddies, and they're going to do what they want to do, and they have effective control over these very large, important companies. And that's not the way our companies are supposed to be set up. We're supposed to have independent boards that oversee these chief executives and make sure they're doing what's supposed to be done, both in terms of from shareholders and from the country and from employees. And we don't seem to have that anymore. We seem to have these singular executives who are in charge. And I think the country needs to look at this very hard and decide if that's the way we want to go from now on, because it's the way we're headed.
That's interesting. You see it as a corporate governance. I mean, you could change these companies, social networks. You could change them by corporate governance changes. That's the way to go.
You would hope so. You would hope that you could get a board in there that could oversee these executives and crack down on them when they do wrong. But right now we don't have that. We have these executives with all the power. You look at Snap, and they didn't even issue voting shares to the public. Basically, those two execs, the two co-founders, run that company. And the board can't say anything because they have all the voting power. Same with Facebook, where Zuckerberg has all the voting power. When you have this, it's impossible for anybody to crack down on them. They have all the power, and it's set up that way from the jump, and investors know that, and I don't know if the American public really does.
No, I don't think they do. Flat out, I don't think they do. Jeremy, thanks for joining us again. We appreciate it always. Thank you very much, sir. Okay.
Thanks for having me, Stuart.